Hi, and welcome back to Tennis Predictions with Ryan. Today, I'll be reviewing the Abierto Mexicano TelCel in Acapulco, Mexico. This is an ATP 500 tournament, and there are 32 players. Okay, let's start with the top of the draw. Tsitsipas versus Pair. Interesting match, but Tsitsipas should win it in straight sets. Isner Caruso. Isner's getting older, but I feel like he should be able to beat Caruso, and I think it'll take 3 sets for him, but because Caruso's the fighter, but Isner should be able to come off with the win. Cilic Korda. Korda I think is gonna win in straight sets. Cilic for me is kind of washed out and old and doesn't really win much anymore. So I think Korda will win it in 3 sets, or it could be like 3 loose or 2 close. Sangan versus Aliassime. Aliassime straight sets. Aliassime, I think, is just a better player, younger, more mobile. So yeah. Tsitsipas versus Isner. I'm gonna go Tsitsipas because Tsitsipas really isn't gonna lose to Pair or Isner just because the way he's been playing, kind of one of the top players right now, favorite to win this tournament. So yeah, I'm gonna go Tsitsipas in straight sets. Korda Aliassime. Even though Aliassime is a 7 seed, I'm going to go with Korda. I think Korda's on the rise. Round of 16 at the French Open. And I think he'll do better, and Korda will advance and play Tsitsipas in the next round. Next quarter, we have Schwartzman, Anderson, TFO, Dimitrov. This is a pretty nice quarter with some names some household names, some older players that have made some nice runs or whatever, finals, like Anderson. But anyway, Schwartzman versus the qualifier. Schwartzman done 2 sets. Anderson, TFO, very close match. I think this would be an exciting one here. I'm going to go with Anderson in 3 very close sets. TFO, I feel like he's strong in the beginning, and then if he starts to lose, he kind of drifts away from his... if he's need to go straight, he'll go a little drift, and then he won't be able to catch up. So I'm gonna go Anderson in 3 sets. Kekmanovic versus Lopez. Lopez is very old, and Kekmanovic he's been playing pretty well, making a quarterfinal here and there. So I'm gonna go pick him in straight sets. Mannarino Dimitrov straight sets. I think Mannarino is kind of washed out. Schwartzman versus Anderson. I'm kind of thinking Schwartzman will lose here. I feel like Anderson is just Anderson is a strong hard court and grass court. Clay, not so much. And I feel like Anderson is just going to serve his way past Schwartzman, and he'll win it in straight sets. Kekmanovic versus Dimitrov straight sets. On to the next. We have Fognini, Norrie, Raonic. This first match, probably the best match possible in this quarter. Fognini versus Travaglia, 2 of the top Italians. I'm going to go Fognini in straight sets. Norrie qualifier. I love Norrie. He's really good. And pretty much an upset maker. Very underrated. I'm going to go with Norrie in straight sets. Next we have Gerardo Max Lopez Villaseñor. I have never heard of him in my life. And I'm going to go with... I don't really know how he plays or anything, so this is more a guess, so I'm going to go with Koepfer in 3 sets. Paul versus Raonic. Interesting match here. Raonic still hasn't returned from his top form yet, and we are already in March. So I'm actually going to go with Paul here in 3 very close sets. Paul advancing and taking Raonic down. And this will completely open up now this quarter. Fognini versus Norrie. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go Norrie here. Straight sets. Close match though. There'll be a lot of trading breaks, and it'll be pretty interesting if this happens. Koepfer, Paul. If Paul beats Raonic, he should be able to beat Koepfer. And onto the final quarter, we have Ruud, and Zverev. Ruud versus Galan. Galan just made it to the semifinals at Santiago, but I'm going to go Ruud in straight sets. Qualifier versus qualifier. Wow, I wonder who's going to win. Qualifier will win. Johnson versus Dare. I do not like Dare at all. I feel like he's kind of like weak on everything, but like, and then he has like he's really good on he's like kind of like weak on every surface, and then he's like really good on clay. So, but I'm gonna go with Johnson, Stevie Johnson. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's been winning some matches here, here and there. But I'm gonna go with over Dare. Alcaraz versus Zverev. Zverev straight sets. Rude versus qualifier. Rude in 3 close sets. I think that whoever that qualifier is will have battled a tough one, and Rude will fend him off, but it'll be a close one for him. Johnson Zverev will be Zverev's match from the first point. Zverev should have no problem winning it. Okay, on to the quarterfinals. We have Tsitsipas versus Korda, Anderson Dimitrov, Norrie Paul, and then Ruud Zverev. Tsitsipas Korda. This one is very interesting, but Tsitsipas, again, no problem winning it. Straight sets here from Tsitsipas, and Tsitsipas will continue his tournament into the semifinals. Anderson versus Dimitrov. Pretty open quarter, you know, because Schwartzman lost to Anderson. For some reason, I love Dimitrov in this tournament. I'm going to go Dimitrov in 3 sets over Anderson. Norrie versus Paul. 2 unseeded players. One of them goes to the semifinals. I'm going to take Norrie. I think this is Norrie's tournament to lose here. And, yeah. Ruud versus Zverev. Zverev, easily. Zverev is one of the top. I think it probably will be Zverev to pass in the finals. That would be such an amazing match to watch. Yeah, semifinals, we have Norrie, Zverev, and Dimitrov. Tsitsipas. Something was telling me that Dimitrov will win this match, but I feel like I just can't go against Tsitsipas the way he's been playing recently, and Dimitrov's been a bit off and on. So this Dimitrov here is a bit of like a Hail Mary pick here, but I'm gonna pick Tsitsipas, but 3 sets, close ones, but Tsitsipas should be able to make the final. And onto the bottom here, you have Norrie Zverev. This is Norrie's match where he finally loses, I think, to Zverev in straight sets. And Zverev versus Tsitsipas. Zverev is going to win this match. I think very close sets, 3 close sets. But it depends, because if Zverev's serve abandons him, Tsitsipas can win this. But I'm going to go with the fact that Zverev will have a good serve and not get broken. And I'm going to have Zverev take the match in 3. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, thank you. Goodbye.